Hello, witches. I'm High Priestess or Timphinus. Now that we are in a brand new year, 2022, and tonight also happens to be a new moon, which means you can do any type of spell that is brand new. Tomorrow, Mercury ends its retrograde, so now it's really time to ask when you go to the altar or when you pull out your traveling altar what you really want. For those witches who are about to become witches tonight on the new moon, you might be wondering, am I really a witch even though I just came into the craft? Yes, you are still a witch. Witches don't have everything that the next witch has. Just because you don't have a wand or crystals or candles does not mean that you are not a witch. All you really need to be a witch is to do the real world action, listening to your intuition, sending thoughts in the direction where you want it to go, to a new job, new career, new love interest, since Valentine's Day is a few days away, a new car, a new house, money, prosperity, abundance meaning an increase of what you already have. Abundance means an increase of what you currently have, because you may not have enough, especially in our current economic society. You are still a witch. You can't tell another witch that they are not a witch because they don't practice the same way you do. Because the reasons why witches do the spells, rituals, hexes, and curses that they do are to be their own reasons. It's nobody's business. And I know a lot of new witches pull away from the craft because they feel shy about asking questions. They don't want to be talked down to. They don't want to be talked to like a dog. They don't want to be discouraged from doing a part of the craft that they may have a very strong interest in. You want to do candle magic. You want to do magic with crystals. You want to do magic with gods and goddesses, the queen of witches, Hecate. You want to be a kitchen witch. You want to be a storm witch. And sometimes you have more experienced witches, even some high priests and some high priestesses saying, you can't do this. Doing this will not make you a witch. Oh, yes, it will. Because the reason why you do witchcraft are to be your own reasons. It's nobody's business but your own. It's nobody's business but your own. You are still a witch. Use what you have. Use what you have. Witchcraft is working with the energy found in nature to bring about real, significant, and permanently positive change. The key word being permanent, meaning not having to go back to the way life once was. Because most likely, the way life once was before you became a witch sucks big ass. It was sucky. It was horrible. It was terrible. And now that you are a witch, you have control. You can control your circumstances. You can change your circumstances by working with the energy found in nature to bring about real, significant, and more importantly, permanently positive change. So yes, you are still a witch. You do not have to have what every other witch has. And no, you are not a bad witch just because you do not have what every other witch has. You decide. You decide what you want. You decide what you need. And then you go use it to the best of your magical ability. You use it to the best of your magically ability. Every witch is different. You do not have, and just to put this out here, I have to mention this, you are not obligated to follow the Wiccan read at all. You can actually choose bits and pieces of what to follow, or you can just ignore the Wiccan read entirely. It's your choice. It's as witches, it's always your choice. There are no, punishments or repercussions or penalties or damnation waiting for you if you don't do what everybody else is doing. When you are a witch, when you are a new witch, you are much more independent. Your intuition is much more heightened. You are no longer going through life the hard way, because as witches, your life should not be hard anymore. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's just not. It's not. If you do the real world work, it will not be hard. Everybody else in the world is going through life the hard way, but that won't be you, because you are a witch. You will not be going through life the hard way because you are a witch. You are different from everybody else. You are different from everybody else. Get that in your spirit. Get that in your spirit. You are different from everybody else. Am I really? I'm a high priestess. I'm telling you that yes, you are different from everybody else. You are different from everybody else. Everybody else wish they were witches, but they are not. Because if they were meant to be a witch, guess what? They would be a witch, but they are not. They're not. They don't have it. They don't have the drive to put in the real world work to change their life for the best, and that's not our problem. It's not a problem. It's not your problem either, new witches. It's not your problem. It's their problem. And you are not obligated to solve their problems with your powers. You're not. You are still a witch regardless of what the next witch has. You are still a witch. You are still valid in the craft. You are still welcome in the witch community. Or I would like to say, you are welcome in the witch universe. Because there are more witches than the rest of the population of the world thinks there are. There are a lot more witches out here than you think. I'm not going to go into that, but I'm saying to you all, there are a lot more witches out here than you think. I'm not going to say too much about that, but there are. You are still a witch. Use the craft to the best of your ability to change your life so you will never have to go back to the way life once was. Because as witches, your life should become much, much, much easier. And it will if you do the real world action and you push yourself and you don't give up. Even when you can't see the end of the road, there's an end. Even if you can't see it, there's an end. And at the end of that road is the results of your spell by how far you push yourself, how much real world action you do. You are still a witch. Regardless of what the next witch is doing, you are still a witch. So continue to do the craft as you see fit. Continue to do the craft as you see fit, because guess what? You are doing it right. There is no right or wrong. You are doing what is right for you, and that has made all the difference in your life as a witch and your life going forward.